Hi y'all. Sorry that my phone got full, so it cut off. So here's part 2 of it. Okay, part 2. My nephew deserves stability and my brother-in-law deserves support after everything he's had to go through. Watching him step up as a single dad has been inspiring. Now for the complicated part. My family. When things first went down, my parents were still on my sister's side, and I was basically the black sheep. But something happened during the legal proceedings and realized she wasn't well and that I hadn't been exaggerating about any of it. For the first time in what feels like forever, they stopped defending her blindly. They actually reached out to me, apologized, and admitted they've been wrong. Well, kind of. But I couldn't be asked to escalate again. It's been slow, but they've been trying to rebuild things with me. Part of me resents that it took them this much to finally see the truth, but I'm also relieved not to be completely estranged from my parents anymore. I'm still trying to decide what kind of relationship they should to have with me after all of this. As for my sister, I don't even know how to start. During the custody battle, she completely broke down. A lot of stuff came out, including the fact that she had broken and damaged other people's things in the past. Friends, her co-workers, stuff. Intentionally. She admitted she did it because then her brother-in-law owed her more as a mother of their child, and destroying things was her way of making him notice her. She also said something else that stuck with me. That when she broke things, she felt powerful. She said people underestimated her, ignored her, treated her like she was just a mom. But when she destroyed something, she knew she couldn't be ignored. It forced people to react. And it sure did. I know some of the people, when they sing this in real time, still pay her, which I don't know how to feel about it. Still explains so much of her, not just a PC, but with her marriage, with our family, and how she spiraled. She wanted to feel like she mattered, but instead of asking for help in a healthy way or seeking support, she turned to control and destruction, and when that wasn't enough, she escalated. Writing that out makes me feel so sad, honestly. It's like everything I suspected about the PC wasn't just a suspicion, and this thing, all of this could have been avoided if she sought help or accepted going to couples therapy properly. Apparently my brother-in-law had suggested a few times for it, but she declined. After she lost custody of my nephew, things spiraled fast. She had a complete breakdown, and long story short, a little too late. She's now in jail awaiting transfer to a psychiatric facility. But I don't know. I don't want to go into every detail, but it's safe to say it'll be a long time before I see her again, or want to see her again. And here's the part that I can't. Here's the part I can't quite make peace with. I feel bad for her. I know that might sound crazy after everything she put me through, after how she tore her family apart, and after what she did to her own son, but she's still my sister. This is I can't quite get rid of because I don't know if this person she is now is who she always was, or if something in her just snapped along the way. I look back on her childhood and teenagers and wonder if there were signs I missed, if there was some pattern in behavior I brushed off as moodiness or sibling rivalry that was actually something worse. What complicates those feelings even more is everything that happened after my posts started spreading and never expecting to blow up the way they did. I just wanted an outside perspective because my whole family was gaslighting me, made me feel insane for protecting my own belongings. And then suddenly it was everywhere, on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. Even some news article was made about it. Someone tagged me to let me know that Smosh had even featured my story, which was surreal and sort of humiliating in some way, even though being noticed was kind of cool, I guess. Friends were debating my family like it was some kind of reality TV show, and I had no control over it. At first, I was grateful for validation, but over time, it started to eat away at my conscience. keeping my post public turned out to be a mistake. I know hindsight is 2020, but I regret not locking them down sooner. By the time brother-in-law's lawyer told us it would be best to hide everything, the damage had already been done. My sister had already seen the comments and the full force of the internet turning against her, and she had fixated on it. That's not just me speculating either. One of our cousins told me she rant constantly about it during the legal proceedings, always bringing it back to the post and how I had publicly humiliated her. Apparently she would spend hours scrolling trying to dig up my posts, looking for new comments even after I hid them. It was like pouring salt on the wound and she couldn't stop picking at it. I keep asking myself if I made things worse by letting it all stay up as long as it did. If I gave her more ammunition for paranoia, or if I pushed her further towards the breakdown that ended with her losing everything. Part of me feels like I failed her, like maybe if I had been more careful, she wouldn't have spiraled so badly, but then another part of me reminds myself that it wasn't the internet that broke her, it was something already inside her. The post didn't cause her to smash my PC, or to lash out at brother-in-law, or to neglect her own child. Those were choices she made long before Reddit ever came into the picture. I realized there's no point in deleting it. Even if I scrubbed my entire account clean, the internet never forgets. Copies are out there somewhere archived and dissected on forums I'll never even see. I can't control that no matter how much I might want to. What I can control is how I move forward. How I take care of myself, my nephew, and the family I still have. The truth is, moving forward has been a mixed bag. On one hand, my daily life feels lighter without the constant chaos of my sister's presence. I'm not coming home to find something broken. I'm not waking up to accusatory texts, and I'm walking on eggshells waiting for the next outburst. That alone has been kind of freedom I didn't realize how badly I needed. On the other hand, there's this strange emptiness where she used to be. Even if her presence was destructive, she was still there. Part of the fabric of my family, and now there's just this jagged hole. My nephew asks about her. Sometimes he doesn't fully understand what happened, of course. He just knows Mommy is sick and can't take care of him right now. Brother-in-law and I try to keep our answers simple, but the truth is, I don't know what kind of relationship, if any, he'll be able to have with her in the future. I think about that a lot, because no matter how much I've been hurt by her, I can't help but imagine what it feels like for him one day when he's old enough to learn the truth. How do you explain to a child that their mother did what my sister has done? How can it ever make sense to him? I don't know what to do when the day comes. That either brother-in-law or I have to explain what happened. As for me, I've been in therapy since all this started, recommended by some of the lovely people in the comments and in my direct messages. Thank you. At first, it was just a way to vent, but it's become essential, to be honest. My therapist keeps reminding me that none of this is my fault, and that my sister's choices were wrong, that I didn't ruin her life by posting about the PC, and that it's not my job to fix her. I hope to one day believe everything that my therapist is telling me. As for my sister, I don't know what the future holds for her, or if she'll ever get better. But if anyone else has problems like this, maybe a bit more careful than I was. I spent the last month worrying I'd get charged with something for causing emotional turmoil over a Reddit post. On a positive note, the stress caused you to get reconnected with an old hobby. Retro electronics. Did you know the 3DS is considered retro now? I didn't. I feel old. I'm the same age as Pokemon Crystal. Age from now on, I'll be focused on graduating and working to help my brother-in-law pay off the debt that accumulated during the legal proceedings / investigation. But now that it's over, it's nice to know that, at least for the coming months, things should be peaceful for me and those who matter the most to me. Thank you to everyone who followed this from the beginning. Alright. This is the editor's note. I did message the original poster a couple months ago after the BROUs had been up for a while to see if she wanted me to take the original BRUs down, but didn't receive a response. However, she has now made her original post visible to everyone again in the last few days, so it seems to be okay with them being out there again. One commenter asked, "What did your sister do to end up in jail?"